Hello, hello, all right. Welcome to the Excellence in Education Awards. How are you guys tonight? Want to send out a special message to all of the educators, all of the support staff, all of the teachers we have in the audience. I have something you can add to your resume. You may not be aware of this, but all of you are scrapbookers. All of you are scrapbookers because each and every day you give your students those indelible images that they place in the mental scrapbooks in their hearts and minds. You, through your care, through your love, through the lessons you teach, give them indelible images that they will carry for the rest of their lives. I know because I carry the images that my teachers gave me. And I can still see Mrs. Casanova, who taught me how to sing This Little Light of Mine. And I can still see Sister Sylvia, even though I don't want to. And I can still see the beautiful red hair of my science teacher in 7th grade. And I can still see Mrs. Michelle Koenig-Burlow, who was my newspaper advisor at Godby High School and who guided me to the career I have today. So give yourselves a round of applause for being scrapbookers. So it is my pleasure and honor to be here, but let's get started. Are you ready to see the finalists? Are you ready to see the finalists? Well, here they are. Say hello to your 2018 Excellence in Education finalists and their student escorts. Louder! Yes! All right, if you can remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, here from Middleton High School, Lauren Matthews. Lauren.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, how about another round of applause for Lauren Matthews, Middleton High School. Tonight's 2018 Excellence in Education Awards are co-hosted by the Hillsborough Education Foundation and Hillsborough County Public Schools. To kick us off this evening, representing Hillsborough Education Foundation, I am pleased to introduce its president, Kim Joel. Kim.
Thank you, Ernest. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the 2018 Excellent in Education Awards. I am super excited about tonight. As my role as president, I have lots of enjoying moments, but nothing more exciting and fulfilling than tonight in recognizing our teachers and support staff who are dedicated and going above and beyond for our students of Hillsborough County. This room is filled with the best and the brightest. They're working every day to help students achieve academic success and reach their greatest potential. Your profession contributes to society more than any other single profession. You inspire our youth, and you are changing lives. You will never know your total impact and sphere of influence. So one of my favorite quotes is about an apple. And an apple has a lot of significance for teachers, so I actually looked up what that correlation was and how that came to be. And there's lots of different theories out there about why the apple came to be connected to teachers. But the one I found that was logical to me was back in the 1700s, farmers knew the importance of education. And they knew that their children needed to get that. So in order for their children to get those lessons, they provided produce in exchange. So they also went on to say that these apples were bitter at the time. And so they would make them into hard apple cider because it was better than the water. I think that they were educators, and I've heard about the challenges, and I don't know that that's the real reason. So, but here's my quote that I want to share. When you cut open an apple, you can count how many seeds are in it, but you cannot count how many apples will come from those same seeds. So administrators, teachers, and support staff, just like the seeds, you can see how many students you interact with or teach, but you cannot count, it is immeasurable, the impact you have on them and society. Your sphere of influence and impact is much greater than the students before you. Thank you for the dedication you show and all that you do. So tonight's celebration would not be possible if it wasn't for the generosity of 30 sponsors. So a special thank you to our presenting sponsor, Suncoast Credit Union, and our award sponsors, Casper's Company, McDonald Restaurants, and Amscott. Please take a moment to look at the list of sponsors in your program who have supported you in education. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. So thank you, sponsors. They've only given me 2 minutes. So let me move into making sure that I recognize 2 more groups of people that we have here tonight. If you could hold your applause till I have introduced both groups, I would appreciate that. So as I call your group, please stand for recognition. Tonight we have our Hillsborough County School Board members in attendance. Up here in the front, I can't see a thing out there, so tell me if they're standing, give me the sign, okay. We also have several of our Hillsborough Education Foundation board members throughout our audience. If you would please stand and then give one more round of applause for both groups. So again, thank you sponsors, family, friends, everyone in attendance tonight. Tonight is all about celebrating these nominees. On behalf of the Foundation's Board of Directors and staff, congratulations to all of you that we are honoring here tonight. I'm going to take my apple. Many people have tried to eat this tonight. And I'm going to take this box that I've been testing for the student safety with me. And I'll turn it back over to you, Ernest.
All right. Thank you, Kim. The Foundation makes a difference in the lives of our students through a strong partnership with Hillsborough County Public Schools. I'd like to now introduce really a man who needs no introduction, the superintendent for Hillsborough Public County Schools, Mr. Jeff Aikens. Jeff.
Thank you, Ernest. Ernest, I recognize that you remembered a lot of your teachers earlier on. I appreciate you recognizing. I'm sure they remember you quite well, I'm sure. That's that. Well, it's quite an honor to be here. There's nothing like being able to come here today as a superintendent of schools and celebrate some of our best and most dedicated teachers and support personnel. Just think about the strength we have in our county. Do you realize that this year we have conquered unprecedented challenges like devastating storms that threatened our homes and the burning of one of our most precious landmark schools? But we've made it, and we made it together. And just like I heard a whoop from probably a Lee Elementary staff member over there, we are family in Hillsborough County. And I truly appreciate our teachers, administrators, and support personnel. I remember and I know that all of our district employees, along with our incredible and devoted business partners, are what connect our students to success. You see, we make a difference together. If you're sitting here today, your peers have noticed that you go above and beyond every single day, and you do this to help your students and families. If you're sitting here today, your commitment and your dedication can be seen everywhere in our schools and in our community. If you're sitting here today, you are recognized at each of your sites as an individual who puts students first. In your role, relationships matter. You consider the next word or next action as a moment that could potentially change a student's life. And when you change their life, you change a future generation of lives. Quite simply, each of you know your why, and I thank you for that. So it's no surprise that with this type of focus and hard work from our staff, that Hillsborough County Public School students are soaring. For instance, you may have heard, graduation rates are at an all-time high. Not only, you can clap for that. Not only have we improved our graduation rate over the past 3 years, but this year we actually surpassed the state average for the first time ever. Our graduation rates have risen almost 10 percentage points from 73.5% 3 years ago to 82.9% last year. We are well on our way to meet our goal of 90 by 20. So now, think about what that means for Hillsborough County. It means more students will be ready for the workforce. It means more people will be employable for our local businesses. And it means more young adults will be better equipped to support their families. And did you know research proves that because 673 additional students graduated last year with a standard diploma, they now, over the course of their lifetime, will make $250 million greater economic impact into their community. You, the nominees in this room, made that possible. And the nominees in this room today are a sample of what is right in Hillsborough County Public Schools. And that makes our board and myself extremely proud because we know you are preparing our students for life. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I would also like to take a moment to thank our Hillsborough Education Foundation partners and friends. Kim, I want to thank you and the Hillsborough Education Foundation board and foundation staff for the amazing support you provided to our district. We can't do it alone, and we can't do it without you. To our partners in the audience tonight and at home, a heartfelt thank you for your continued support of public education. So, it is an honor to be here, as tonight we recognize some of the most incredibly dedicated employees in Hillsborough County Public Schools, employees who know who they serve, why they do it, and what their efforts mean to this community. And because of that, I am so very grateful. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Aikens. I bet somebody $1 that he was going to bring up graduation rates. I'll be collecting later tonight. So I want to thank all of the talented culinary students and chefs from the 5 high schools who prepared and served the delicious food that we got a chance to enjoy this evening. From Jefferson High, Chef David Hillard. From Lato High, Chef Deborah Lackey. From Sickles High, Chefs Rick Seglio and Phil Mayola. From Steinbrenner High, Chefs Michael Scarpa and Josh Goldstein. And from Strawberry Crest High, Chef Paul Bonanno. And give a little extra applause for Chef Bonanno. He is Strawberry Crest's Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year. Now, I don't know how many of you know this, but after last year's award ceremony, we had the after party at Superintendent Aikens' house. If you didn't get your invitation, I'm sorry. Mrs. Aikens, I love those little meatballs that you made. They were terrific. Thank you. But things got a little out of hand at the Aikens' house, so tonight we're going to have the after party here. So don't forget, after the award ceremony wraps up, we'll be having some amazing desserts from our culinary kids, and they'll be there for you to enjoy. All right. I'd also like to mention the student reporters who helped out tonight. You might have saw them out on the red carpet. Maddie Glass of Blake High School and Emily Munoz of Gaither High School. Give them a round of applause. Lastly, I want to give a big shout out to our student ambassadors from Robinson High and Plant High who help you find your seat. Who says Plant and Robinson can't get along? Now I'd like to welcome someone who's very special to the Excellence in Education Awards. He is the CEO of Suncoast Credit Union, this evening's presenting sponsor. Please give a warm round of applause for Kevin Johnson.
Thank you, Ernest. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you tonight and to be the presenting sponsor of such an incredible event, to honor such incredible individuals for all that they have achieved. So we're very proud to be the presenting sponsor. Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest," and he couldn't have been more right. Educators invest in the proverbial and community knowledge bank, returning dividends to our community each and every day. When I look out into the audience and I see you all, I think of all the 650 nominees and the cumulative time and dedication you have all invested to help your students succeed. While words may fail to fully express our gratitude for what you do, I applaud each and every one of you. I think of the universal truth that we all have a teacher who changed us, who built our confidence, who showed us kindness, understanding, who offered patience, stamina, creativity, and helped us reach a new level of learning that we didn't have before we met that teacher. I know the value that each of you hold because, much like a school system, our credit union is made up of employees who work tirelessly to provide the best services and solutions for our members, and sometimes against the odds. You show up early, you stay late, you work on weekends, after hours, and through summers, not for yourself, but for the sake of your students. You work with those that can, and those who will, and those who require extra time and attention. Like our credit union, you understand the investment, that when we invest in students through education, the return is ever greater. I'm very proud to represent our 1,500 employees, and thank you for the role and responsibility you have for today and for our next generation. That is part of why we have sponsored the Hillsborough Education Foundation for many years. The Suncoast Credit Union Foundation's mission is to promote the education, health, and emotional well-being of the children in our communities. Thanks to your powerful partnership, we're able to make that happen. Every one of you is doing something right in this room tonight, and you're very much appreciated. Now let's meet our 13 finalists, beginning with the Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year Award. Here in Hillsborough County, we proudly serve a very diverse student population. The finalists for this award stand out for their tireless work in meeting the needs of every student, regardless of their background. Who better to tell you about this award than Mr. Pedro Castrojohn, the 2017 Ida Award winner from Jefferson High School. Here's a message from Pedro.
Hello everyone, my name is Pedro Castrojohn, Jefferson High School welding instructor. I'm the winner for Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator for 2017. Congratulations on your award. My advice for you would be to cherish all these moments you're about to have. Get a photo album, save all those memories, because there's going to be plenty of them. So once again, congratulations.
Okay, to introduce the finalists, please welcome Alex Bustos, Community Affairs Coordinator for Amscott Financial, our presenting award sponsor.
Good evening and welcome. What an honor it is for me to be present tonight at the Excellence in Education Awards, presenting the Ida S. Baker Diversity of the Year Award. It's particularly special since we are honoring Dr. Martin Luther King this week. On behalf of Amscott and our 3 million customers and 2,000 associates, we are honored to be part of this great evening. To the teachers, administrators, and the many people who work behind the scenes to make it happen. Tonight, we celebrate the tireless efforts. You provide the tools and the guidance so our children have the opportunities to succeed. Our communities are stronger because of your positive impact. Ida S. Baker was an educator known for her pioneering spirit and devotion to students. She made tremendous efforts in her school and community to support the diverse students and encourage their academic success. Ida S. Baker was the first African-American woman to become a high school principal in Lee County School District, and later became the first African-American to serve as Deputy Superintendent for the Florida Department of Education. In her name, school districts and colleges around Florida each year recognized educators who show a commitment to meeting the needs of our country's diverse students body, and tonight these educators have truly demonstrated their dedication and have utilized their unique resources to ensure that no child is left behind. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. Without any more delays, let's start with our first finalist. Our first finalist is Meredith Mullen, Magnet Leads teacher at Lockhart Elementary, Magnet. Her student escort is Carrie Polito, 5th grader at Lockhart.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count.
Good evening. My name is Kiara Polite, and I'm a 5th grader at Lockhart Elementary. Do you know what I like best about Miss Mullen? It's her personality. Miss Mullen has the best personality. She is kind, and I love the way she treats others. Before Thanksgiving break, my family experienced a very tragic accident. My brother BJ passed away. Miss Mullen was there for me and my family. Being the kind and loving person that she is, she cooked Thanksgiving dinner for my entire family and even brought it to my house. How generous is that? I never would have imagined anyone would have done that for my family. While Miss Mullen was at my house, she talked to us, we told stories about BJ, laughed, hugged, and she made us feel better. She has not only done amazing things for my family, she also does great things for my school. She has a girls' STEM group, and I'm in it. One of the cool things she arranged for us was to go to Girls and Aviation Day. We got to go to the airport and meet women and engineers. I learned so much whenever I'm with her. Sometimes I think my head's gonna explode. She is the lead teacher and plans the best events at our school. We have design challenges, and she always finds a way to have food for our families to eat. Whenever I see her, she is always happy and always smiling. I love Miss Mullen. She's like a second mom to me and is always there for me when I need her. She really does put the heart in Lockhart.
Our second finalist is Alicia Fojaco, an ESE specialist at Sesame Elementary. Her student escort is Loudon Torres, a fifth grader at Sesame.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it.
Okay. Hello, my name is Loudon Torres. I'm a fifth grade student at Sesame Elementary School. I have been there since my third grade year. That year was a tough change for me. But there was one friendly face that I could depend on. No matter what the situation was, Miss Fojaco always cared about me. Whenever I felt stressed or overwhelmed, Miss Fojaco was always there with a smile. She always had a lot of different ways to help me stay calm when I was stressed. And she would share those ideas with my teachers and family, so I always felt supported. She was great about letting me know ahead of time what was going to happen with my day. That helped me stay calm. I know that this year there are other students that she's spending more time with me, and she's helping them the same way she helped me. Today, when I sit in my classes, I feel like I have everything I need to be successful. I don't spend as much time with Ms. Fojaco as I used to because I have learned how to use all the strategies that she has given me. I still see her around school, and she still has a smile for me. I'm so proud of Ms. Fojaco, and to be here to tell how awesome she is. She has made a big impact in my life and so many other kids. No one deserves this award more than her. Thank you.
Our third finalist is Jonathan Collier, an ESE math teacher at Spoto High. His student escort is Amanda Pagan, a senior at Spoto.
Good evening. It is quite overwhelming to stand here upon all of you amazing educators. I am here to introduce Mr. Jonathan Collier, a man who in the 3 years I have known him has only missed 1 or 2 days of school. When I asked him why he missed those days, he said, "My wife made me stay home." The reason she told him to stay home was because his daughter had just been born. Mr. Collier goes out of his way to make each student succeed even beyond their own expectations. He successfully creates a safe environment, is always encouraging them and building their self-esteem. He creates a safe environment where his students aren't afraid to make mistakes, But when they do make mistakes, he embraces it and allows them to find a new path to the answer. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Jonathan Collier, the only teacher who thinks free time means playing Kahoot. Thank you.
Our fourth and final finalist is Christine Campbell, a social worker at Van Buren Middle. Her student escort is Cherie Gray, a sixth grader at Van Buren.
Inside of me, I feel the need. Oh my, oh my. God in the mountain, oh, Jacob's well. But from my belly goes a well, springing of living water. Worship in me.
Good evening. My name is Jari Gray, and I'm a student at Van Buren Middle School. When I was first asked to write about Mrs. Campbell, the very first thing I said to my mom was, this was the least that I could do. I knew that it would be so simple to write about the great woman, being the great woman Mrs. Campbell is and how she has been to me and my family. I first met Mrs. Campbell during the 2012-2013 school year. When I was in third grade, during that time, my family and I was going through something, and Ms. Campbell, not even knowing, assisted us with Christmas that year and made it one of the best Christmas that I had ever experienced. Shortly after that, I transferred out of the school that Mrs. Campbell was serving, and during that time, we always kept in contact. Mrs. Campbell has always been a listening ear and has always shown concern for me, my family, my siblings, and my mother as well. And for that, I will always be indebted to her for her generosity and compassion. Thank you.
On behalf of AMSCOP Financial, congratulations to all our 2018 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year finalists and nominees. The best of luck this evening.
So the finalists in our next category, the Instructional Support Employee of the Year, can sometimes be referred to as the glue that helps keep the super large district of over 26,000 employees together. Their roles are varied, but their dedication and their commitment to supporting our students and teachers is what makes the next four finalists outstanding. So I left my script back. Nope. Here's a message from Mr. Terry Raggins, the 2017 Instructional Support Employee of the Year, from Franklin Boys Middle Magnet. Take a look.
Good evening. My name is Terry Reagans. I am the Principal Secretary at Franklin Boys Prep Academy. As the Instructional Support Employee of the Year, it was an honor that I could never have imagined. Serving this district fills me with such pride. Honoring our teachers, students, and support personnel will continue to be a personal goal. I have been showered with thanks and gratitude from colleagues during my time and treated to some unforgettable experiences. This award has taught me that we all have more to learn, and I just can't wait for the next chapter. I would like to give the Instructional Support Employee of the Year chosen tonight this advice. Continue to do an exceptional job and be the example of what a stellar employee can be.
To help introduce the finalists for this category, please help welcome a colleague of mine at Suncoast Credit Union, Gary Vian, Chief Administrative Officer. Gary?
Thank you very much, Kevin. It's a pleasure to be with you all again, and I'm so thrilled for our next group of nominees. The 2018 Instructional Support Employee of the Year finalists are truly a gift to their students. Each one of them are dedicated, caring, and focused on the well-being of their students by providing the best individual and group learning possible. They are remarkable individuals and inspire all of us to do their best in everything that we do. Teacher quality really does matter, and it matters for our future. It matters for our community, and it matters to the students. And we have a lot of quality teachers in Hillsborough County, don't we? I think we do. These 4 finalists were selected from 203 nominees throughout the district, and I want to congratulate all of our nominees on a job well done. Our first finalist, Cindy Nunez, a kindergarten assistant at Claywell Elementary, and her student escort is Brittany Dupree, a graduate of Hillsborough High School and the University of Florida.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
When I think of Cindy Nunez, the first thing that comes to mind is a famous quote by William Shakespeare: "Though she may be little, she is fierce." As you can see, the height of a person has no correlation on the impact one little human can make on a person's life. I was fortunate enough to have Cindy Nunez as my kindergarten assistant teacher, but our relationship blossomed way beyond the elementary years. Due to the fact that my mom taught at the same elementary school I attended, many afternoons, Miss Nunez would stay late and work with me. While the 5-year-old me remembers Miss Nunez letting me play with shaving cream and making a mess on the tables, in reality, she was helping me learn the difference between a lowercase b and a lowercase d. The learning did not stop there, as she taught me how to play my favorite childhood board game, Pretty Pretty Princess, where her son Spencer allowed me to dress him up like a princess. And because he was raised by such an amazing woman, he never complained. Or at least I don't remember him complaining. As I grew older, the teaching and life lessons I learned from Miss Nunez continued. Miss Nunez is actually the first person who taught me how to cook, because my mom can burn water. She would take me home on afternoons when my mom had faculty meetings, and she gave me cooking lessons. Thanks to Miss Nunez, I can now cook 2 meals, pork chops and palomillo steak. I have now known Cindy Nunez for 18 years in my life. And in these years, I have never encountered a more dedicated, hardworking, and compassionate human. Cindy Nunez wakes up every morning with a smile on her face and looks forward to going into work, something a lot of people in today's society dread. When figuring out what type of job I wanted to pursue after college, I would always think about Miss Nunez. I wanted to find a career where I could wake up every morning and literally say, I love my job, because I know someone who is able to do just that. Throughout college, I was able to see Miss Nunez in a different light, as I volunteered in many of the kindergarten classrooms at Claywell. And here, I was finally able to see what my 5-year-old eyes couldn't. I saw a woman who goes above and beyond for each and every one of her students. If she sees a certain student struggling, she takes the extra time to see where they are struggling and finds a resolution. Sydney's dedication goes way beyond the classroom, as she will frequently spend extra hours with specific students. One particular student that comes to mind is an amazing young boy with Down syndrome, who the students of Claywell know as Humby. She volunteers 15 to 30 minutes of her time every morning to make sure all of Humby's needs are being met. She has taught him how to communicate and others how to play and communicate with Humby. Cindy Nunez is truly irreplaceable and a superstar. Her loving, caring, and driven personality make her an essential team player in the classroom. This is why you could not walk down the halls of Claywell Elementary without a student hollering, Miss Nunez, just to get a wave hello or a gentle hug. They love her for reasons they do not understand yet, but in time, they will realize the impact she's had on their lives. Cindy Nunez is no longer my teacher, although I still learn from her every day. but has turned into not only a friend, but family, as I now call her Thea Cindy. There is no one more deserving than this award, and I am beyond humbled to introduce you to Cindy Nunez.
Our second finalist is Miriam Velez Hernandez, Bilingual Paraprofessional at Dover Elementary, and her student escort is Carlos R. Panilla, a graduate of Brandon High School and ITT Technical Institute.
Yo sé lo que son los encantos de mi Borinquen hermosa, por eso la quiero yo tanto, por siempre la llamaré preciosa. Yo sé de sus hembras trigueñas, sé del olor de sus rosas. Eso a mi tierra riqueña, por siempre la llamaré.
Good evening. My name is Carlos Pinilla, and I have a bachelor's degree in science and cybersecurity information technology. That's amazing. I'm captain for a 7-year-old homeless boy. For Ms. Velez Hernandez, found my mother and me in a church parking lot. Although my mother was a dentist in Mexico, she was not allowed to practice in the USA. Ms. Velez Hernandez took us in, found us an apartment, helped enroll me at Dover Elementary, and arranged odd jobs for my mother. Thank you. Even babysat me sometimes when my mom worked. It was at Dover that the teacher discovered that my impairment of lack of focus of deficits in my ears. I'm hard of hearing. Ms. Velázquez Hernandez continued to have confidence in me and pushed me to my best. My mother started volunteering at Dover because of Ms. Velez Hernandez interested in me in the school welcoming atmosphere. Eventually, my mother went back to school, became a dental hygienist. My family is one of many, many Dover families that Ms. Velez Hernandez has mentored over me for the last plus 25 years. It is my pleasure to be one of the who Ms. Velázquez selfless, compassion, limited support, and others impression all. Thank you.
Our third finalist this evening is Leonard Sneed, head custodian at Lockhart Elementary Magnet. You can do that. That's good. And his student escort is Mario Jackson, a 5th grader at Lockhart.
Hi, my name is Mario Jackson. I'm a 5th grader at Lockhart Elementary. Mr. Lynn is a very hard worker. He will pick up trash and clean the cafeteria and mop when there's a spill. He always answers when someone calls him on the walkie and keep our campus clean. Mr. Leonard is very nice and respectful to students and teachers. I am so glad he picked me to speak for him because I think he is the best custodian ever. We have the cleanest school. I have known Mr. Lennon since kindergarten. He helped me with my behavior. He check up on me when I'm upset. I know he cares about me because he was always there for me. So if your school is dirty, don't try to steal him from us because he is ours to keep forever.
Our last finalist is Talina Ugarte, a paraprofessional bilingual aide at Muller Elementary Magnet, and her student escort is Jacqueline Reyes, a fourth grader at Muller.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky full of stars. Cause you light up the park. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do.
Good evening. My name is Jacqueline Reyes. I am a fourth grade student at Muller Elementary Magnet School. I am very proud and happy to share all the wonderful things Miss Talina Ugarte has done for me, for my family, and for Muller Magnet. I first met Miss Talina in kindergarten. Yo no sabía inglés. I didn't know English. Miss Talina came to my classroom every day to help me learn. She taught me the English language, ABCs, sounds, and how to read. She also showed me how to overcome any challenges in school. For example, she taught me how to spell elephant. That day, I was so overwhelmed with the writing assignment that I'll never forget when she came and helped me. My academic growth during my first couple of years at Muller was so amazing that Miss Talina recommended me for the gifted program. I will forever be thankful that she saw my strengths and abilities. Also, Miss Talina is always there to explain and translate everything to my parents who do not understand English. My parents know what happens in school because Miss Talina makes communication between my teachers and my family easy. I know that Miss Talina helps all the students and families at Muller as she has helped me. How do I know this? Because each morning I see how the students run to give her a hug and parents are always talking with her about school. She always has a smile on her face when she is talking to everyone. Learning with Miss Talina is fun because we play games. She gives us homework. That's not very fun, but we know that she gives us extra practice because she loves us and she wants the best for us. We are very lucky to have Miss Talina at Muller. She is a great example of perseverance and she makes us believe in ourselves. As she always says, tú siempre puedes. You can always do it. For this and much more, Miss Talina should win the award for Instructional Support Employee of the Year.
On behalf of Suncoast Credit Union, congratulations to all of our 2018 Instructional Support Employee of the Year finalists and nominees. Best of luck to all of you.
Thank you, Gary. Now, before we move on to the last finalist category of the evening, I'd like to let everybody know, all of our nominees know, that we have some gifts for them to pick up in the lobbies after the event tonight. We have one for the ladies. I'm supposed to model these. One for the guys. So be sure to get those after the event. Also, we want to invite everyone to the after party on the patio where there's going to be live music, dessert, coffee, cash bar. So stick around and have some fun and celebrate with our stellar teachers and staff. Now, our final category of the evening is Teacher of the Year. And our 5 finalists truly embody everything you look for in a great educator. Every day, they go above and beyond to see to it that their students excel both in the classroom and in life. Let's hear a message from the 2017 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Maria Torres Crosby from Memorial Middle.
Good evening. My name is Maria Torres Crosby, and I'm a 6th grade teacher and language arts subject area leader at Memorial Middle School. As the HCPS District Teacher of the Year recipient for 2017, I've had many positive life and career-changing experiences. I was shocked and in awe when my name was called and I was announced the recipient of this prestigious award. For the first time in my 20-year career, I felt appreciated, respected, validated, and valued for my diligence and expertise. We are the 2nd largest district in Florida and the 8th largest district in the nation. To be chosen from among 15,000 peers was a humbling experience. Words cannot express the overwhelming emotion you feel being recognized for doing what you love. I got to meet the Governor and First Lady when I was invited to Tallahassee to attend the Governor District Teacher of the Year reception at the Governor's Mansion, as well as sit at a roundtable discussion about educational issues with the Governor. I also attended the Teacher of the Year Gala in Orlando at the Hard Rock Cafe. Being on stage in that setting was an amazing experience. This experience has taught me that educators are still valued in our community, as well as by all stakeholders. I even had students contact me when they saw my face on the McDonald's tray liners. They said they enjoyed eating off my face. I have grown as a professional as well. Since receiving this accomplishment, I have become a national faculty member for College Board, and I'm a national trainer. This year I've traveled to Atlanta, Chattanooga, and New York City. I've become a member of the Florida Lead Teacher Network, and I'm growing as a teacher leader at my school as well as in our district. I also had the honor of writing a blog for the Hillsborough County National Board Certified Teacher website. I would like to give the new HCPS District Teacher of the Year this advice. Take it all in, enjoy it, relish in it. It is well deserved. The next year will be exciting, and as new opportunities arise, step out of your comfort zone and grow as an educator and as a person. Thank you.
It's an honor to introduce the founding sponsor of the Teacher of the Year Award, Casper's Company McDonald's Restaurants. Casper's has had a long-standing tradition of supporting our schools, teachers, and students. To present the 2018 Teacher of the Year finalists, please welcome Bob Canigliaro, Vice President of Community Relations at Casper's.
Thanks, Kevin. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and educators extraordinaire. Ronald couldn't be here tonight, but he sends his highest praise and best wishes to all of you, and he's here in spirit tonight through me. For the past 24 years, I have approached this microphone to deliver a message to you to convey our deep-seated appreciation for who you are and what you do. Our founding sponsor moniker is an earned title that is supported by intentional actions on a daily basis to remind you that you have a community partner to champion your mission. Fundraising spirit nights, hundreds of them. All-Pro Dads and iMoms meetings, hundreds of them. Incentive support, hundreds of thousands of them. Guest speaking, judging, advisory councils, mentoring, meals, and tonight. We're privileged to have earned your trust to do what we do. The reality is this: what happens in your classrooms today incubates what will happen in our businesses, our government, our community, and our lives. The creators of everything yet undiscovered or realized is sitting at a desk in your classroom. Beyond the facts and figures of an approved and vetted curriculum is the motivator, the inspiration, the driver, the structure, the love, and the passion that is uniquely yours, that we admire so much, your gift to us, and that's to teach. You know, last week, School Board Vice Chair Tammy Schamberger and I were co-honorary chairs of the Dr. MLK Gala. We had a blast, and in the months and weeks leading up to the event, we witnessed the true spirit of Dr. King in action through expressions of love, caring, faith, and service. Reminded me a lot of you. Give what you can, no matter how big or small, to be of service to your fellow man. It's what you do every day. Dialogue over narrative, love over hate. The good doctor's prescription, it never expires. As we are all teachers in some capacity, we should all endeavor to take or deliver a dose as often as is necessary. And finally, on behalf of Blake and Tate Casper, Allison Casper Adams, her husband Robbie, and the 3,900 Casper's Company employees that love and admire you, thank you, and God bless all of you. Our first finalist is Nicole Meyerson, a 5th grade teacher at Carrollwood Elementary, and her student escort is Stephen Vargo.
Good evening. My name is Stephen Vargo, and I'm a 5th grade student at Carrollwood Elementary School. What defines a great teacher? Is it their knowledge, critical thinking, or intelligence? While all of those things are very important, there is much more to it than just that. A great teacher is my teacher, Miss Meyerson, and I'm here to tell you why. She is kind. She shows kindness to all of her students. She makes you feel welcomed and loved, not only inside, but also outside of the classroom. She is positive. Being a positive teacher is not easy, but Miss Meyerson is always looking on the bright side of things. We leave her class feeling better about ourselves every day. She is energetic. Miss Meyerson brings a lot of energy into our classroom. She makes the activities exciting and engages us in all that we do. At the beginning of this school year, she read the book Wonder by R.J. Palacio to us. I loved it. It was so much more than just a book. It taught a great lesson about being kind to everyone. There are 2 quotes from the book that really remind me of my teacher. The first one is, "You can't blend in when you were born to stand out." Miss Meyerson stands out all the time. She goes above and beyond what her job description is. She instills this in us as students as well. That's what great teachers do. That's what Miss Meyerson, a great teacher, always does. The second quote from the book that really reminds me of my teacher is, "Everyone in the world should get a standing ovation at least once in their life." Miss Meyerson is my definition of a great teacher and has earned her standing ovation. So please stand and applaud my teacher, Miss Meyerson. She deserves it.
Didn't know I'd follow a Dale Carnegie reincarnate. Wow. Our second finalist, Alexa Traficante, a 4th grade teacher at Gorey Elementary. And her student escort is Sadie Pierce, a 5th grader at Gorey.
As I walked into my 4th grade classroom on the first day of school, I felt my heart pounding quickly from the excitement of meeting my new teacher, Ms. Traficante. All summer long, I heard that Ms. Traff was the best teacher ever. Instantly, I knew that my friends were absolutely correct. Ms. Traficante is the most kind, fun, active, and smart teacher I know. Her unique ability to always be energetic and happy while teaching made learning interesting and fun while relating it to the real world. She made learning matter from constant hands-on projects to learning how to express ourselves. We were always safe to share in her class. It was never about getting the answer right or wrong, but really understanding the problem. Her laugh is contagious and her smile welcoming. Every day I was excited to come to school. Every day I knew and everyone knew how special we were. She always stressed the importance of taking a break each day from the classroom to be active so our minds could rest. To many of us, that meant extra recess, but actually these breaks helped me focus on the rest of my day. Ms. Traficante always gives 110% to everything she does while educating herself and her students. She participates in all school activities. She is at everything, but my personal favorite is when she leads sports club. Her unique ability to promote kindness in the classroom to making learning matter and fun is why Ms. Traficante is worthy of the title Best Teacher in Hillsborough County.
These kids always bring the house down. They're amazing. Our third finalist is Bonnie Brescian, a teacher of children with special needs at Lewis Elementary School, and her student escort is David Soto, now a junior at USF.
Upon beginning first grade, I could barely hold a pencil, identify a letter, or write my name. At a young age, many teachers had already given up on me. And then I was blessed to become a proud member of Miss Brescian's Busy Bees Hive. Unlike the other teachers that gave up on me, Miss Brescian was different. Through innovative characters and effective instruction, she went above and beyond, making me believe in myself for the first time. The seed she planted in me equipped me with the tools to be where I am today. I owe part of my success to Miss Brescian's dedication and passion. Although I have a learning disability, I earned an associate's degree, and I will be graduating from my bachelor's degree in English next year. My goal is to teach reading to adults with disabilities. As a teacher, my goal is to empower students the same way Ms. Brescian empowered me. I will be sure to tell them the biggest lesson Ms. Brescian taught me. Be the best that you can be. It is my honor to introduce Ms. Bonnie Brescian. That's great. Thank you.
David, you are awesome, buddy. Awesome.
Thanks so much again.
Wow. Our fourth finalist is Elizabeth Leist, an Algebra 2 teacher at Steinbrenner High. Her student escort is Skylar Anderson, a sophomore at Steinbrenner.
road look rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me.
Hello, my name is Skylar Anderson, and I'm honored to be Miss Life's student escort. Throughout this year so far, she has shown to be such a positive and amazing teacher inside and outside of the classroom. During the first quarter, I really struggled with algebra, and I wasn't used to that. It got to me, and I was really frustrated about it. I just wasn't getting a lot of the concepts like the other students, and if Miss Lice wasn't my teacher, I honestly don't believe that I would have improved so much. She talked to me about it and knew that it wasn't me not trying or not being capable, and she gave me hope that I was going to have a turnaround. She was always available and happy to answer any questions, and her teaching style made difficult concepts easily understandable even for me. By the end of the semester, I was earning A's, and I even got an A raw score on the exam. Without Miss Lice, that never would have happened. Other students in my class describe her as enthusiastic, dedicated, and compassionate. Miss Lice comes into school every day with a positive attitude every single day, despite her everyday struggles with her husband battling LAS. She teaches us more than how to solve an equation, but how to carry yourself through life. I'm so grateful for Miss Lice and everything that she does for us.
Our last finalist is Jennifer Jackson, a 7th grade science teacher and team leader at Stewart Middle Magnet. Her student escort is Alif Radava, an 8th grader at Stewart.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Alif Radava, and I am an 8th grader at Stewart Middle Magnet. Teachers, my success and the success of others are because of them. That is why I came here today to introduce one of the kindest, most fun, inspirational, and all-around creative teachers I have ever met, Miss Jackson. Typically, whenever students hear the word teacher, images of repetitive worksheets, boring lessons, and brain-rattling amounts of homework come flashing around in their minds. However, when it comes to Miss Jackson's class, you can forget all of that. It just doesn't exist. You see, she goes the extra mile to keep all the boring bookwork to an absolute minimum, teaching through engaging activities, class discussions, science labs, and mind-expanding experiences. Last year, we even had a UF professor build upon her lesson via a stem cell lab, photosynthesis, decellularization, and all. As I continue to talk about my 7th grade science teacher here, I wanted to also mention one of the most memorable experiences of my 7th grade school year, the Books for Barbers project. We were brought down to the media center. I asked my friends, hey, what's this all about? Only to be met with shrugs. But once my question was finally answered, I was in awe. A select few were invited by Miss Jackson to partake in a community project involving woodcrafts, paint, statistics that seemed Greek to me, and most importantly, books, lots and lots of books. Being part of that team really meant a lot to me. It was the first real time that I had ever felt like I was part of a community, working together to bring literature and creativity to the local children. And all of this is thanks to Miss Jackson and all the other teachers that orchestrated and planned it all, from the assembly of bookshelves to the school-wide book drive. It was a really special event for me, a really inspirational one too. And there you have it, Miss Jackson, STEAM Club's coordinator, John Glenn's 7th grade club advisor, and the most deserving of the Excellence in Education Award of 2018.
On behalf of the entire team at Casper's Company, I want to extend a sincere congratulations to all 16,000 teachers here in Hillsborough County and what you do each day. Kevin?
Thank you, Bob. Let's give one big round of applause for all the finalists tonight. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ernest as we take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back to announce the winners. Thank you. Ernest?
All right, thank you so much, Kevin. Are you guys having a good time tonight? All right, well, we're going to lower the curtain and get ready to tell you who the winners are tonight. And while we get ready to do that, how about another round of applause for all of our finalists? Now, I'd like to do a little exercise if you don't mind. If you are a 2018 Teacher of the Year from your school, Diversity Award recipient from your school, or an Instructional Support employee from your school, please stand. Please stand. And remain standing. Now, if you have been in education for more than 5 years, please remain standing. If you have been in education for more than 10 years, remain standing. If you have been in education more than 15 years, remain standing. If you have been in education more than 20 years, remain standing. Okay. If you have been in education more than 25 years, remain standing. Oh, we still have a few. If you have been in education for more than 30 years, remain standing. Wow, wow, wow. If you have been in education more than 35 years, longer than I've been alive, remain standing. Do we have one person left? Wait, two? Oh, and man, you know, I can't see up there with the spotlight. Oh, wow. Okay. If you have been in education more than 36 years, remain standing. 37 years. 38 years. All right, two people remaining? Two now? 39 years. If you have been in education for more than 40 years, please remain standing. Wow. 45 years? Okay, wait. Let's go back to 41. If you've been in education more than 41, remain standing. 42, 43. 43 years. Wow. Would you mind coming down here? How are you? I'm well, thank you. Everyone here wants to say hello. Now tell me, what is your name?
Nancy Triscrini.
Nancy. What school are you currently at?
Schmidt Elementary.
Hugo Schmidt Elementary? In Brandon? Yes, well, that's terrific. We have a small token of appreciation from the Tampa Bay Times. I commandeered these myself. 2 tickets to see the cabaret show here at the Strass, Forever Plaid. Thank you for your service. We so appreciate you, and we appreciate all of this year's nominees, and keep up the good work. Thank you. Okay. I think we are ready to raise the curtain and throw it back to Kevin Johnson so you can learn who the winners are for 2018. Kevin, are we ready?
Yes, Ernest.
All right, thank you.
But before we continue, please join me in giving a round of applause for Ernest. He did a great job tonight, didn't he? On behalf of Suncoast Credit Union, I want to extend our congratulations to all of the 13 outstanding finalists for this year's awards. Now, may we have the awards, please? Here they come. And now to announce this year's Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year, please welcome back Hillsborough County Public School and Superintendent Jeff Aikens and Alex Bustos of A.M. Scott Financial.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the moments we've been waiting for all evening. Alex and I are here to announce the 2018 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year Award. And the winner is Christine Campbell from Van Buren Middle School.
Inside of me, I feel the need. Oh my, oh my. Oh, but from my belly goes a well, springing of living water, worship in me. I will never thirst again. Everlasting light. Water is spirit in me. Worship is life. Hour has come, and it is now. Spirit and truth. Worship he seeks. Father is seeking someone like
wow. I love you too. First, I would like to give honor and glory to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I would like to thank my husband, daughter, family, and friends for being an amazing support system. Also, I would like to thank Van Buren Middle School's faculty, staff, and administration for their nomination. Most importantly, I would like to thank our students, families, for allowing me to have the opportunity to be of service. Thank you to Suncoast Credit Union for presenting this wonderful night of excellence in education, Hillsborough Education Foundation, AMSCOT, McDonald Casper Company, Hillsborough County Public Schools, our superintendent and his panel. Thank you all for this tremendous honor. I'm truly humbled.
Okay. Now, to join me in announcing the winner of the 2018 Instructional Support Employee of the Year Award, please welcome back Gary Vian from Suncoast Credit Union. Are you ready, Gary?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. And the winner for the Instructional Support Employee of the Year is Miriam Velez Hernandez from Dover Elementary.
Yo sé lo que son los encantos de mi Borinquen hermosa, por eso la quiero yo tanto, por siempre la llamaré preciosa. Yo sé de sus hembras trigueñas, sé del olor de sus rosas, eso a mi tierra riqueña, por siempre la llamaré preciosa. Isla del Caribe, isla del Caribe, Borinquen.
Esa isla es un encanto de verdad. Buenas noches a todos. Good evening to everyone, I'm sorry. I want to begin by thanking Mr. Aikens, his senior staff, and of course, all of our sponsors. And of course, the world's best school, Dover Elementary. I'd like to thank my Dover family for allowing me to participate in the academic growth and challenge, as well as the success of our students. To my bilingual team, for their support and love always. To all the nominees who also are deserving of this award, I share it with you, and thank you. To this wonderful young man that introduced me, Carlos Penilla, I'm so proud of you, and please, continued success. To my loving husband, my daughters, and my family and friends, I couldn't have imagined my last 25th year to be surrounded in such company as those that are here tonight. I accept this award with much humility, pride, and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, I'll gather myself here. Now to present our final award for the 2018 Hillsborough County Teacher of the Year, please welcome back Mr. Bob Canigliaro of Casper's Company McDonald's Restaurants, founding sponsor of the Teacher of the Year Award. I still have my t-shirt, Bob. All right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Ready. The 2018 Teacher of the Year winner is Bonnie Bresnian, Lewis Elementary.
Okay, don't worry. It's several pages only because it's 75-point font. I didn't think I might see. All right. Now I get to give the speech, David. Okay. A long, long time ago, on a stage far away, in 2003 to be exact, David and I were at a Teacher of the Year event. I did not come prepared with any kind of acceptance speech or remarks because I didn't think I was going to win, and I didn't. See? What's up? They missed the boat 15 years ago. Anyway, I had a lot of reflecting to do, you know? All right, so this goes to show the power of positive thinking. And as Mr. Flowers would say at my school, Miss B, you gotta own it. You gotta claim it. It's yours. So I tried to claim it for this past few months. I'm claiming it. But, you know, all of you all, the ladies in the back, I mean, really, lots of deserving people. First of all, I want to thank God for blessing me with the ability and talent to teach, to engage children in learning. That's something He gave to me. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lord. Next, I want to thank Hillsborough County school system for allowing me the opportunity to use my talent to make a difference in the lives of children every day. We are the sum of our experiences, and I am no different. I have had the opportunity and the pleasure of working in Hillsborough County's finest schools: Folsom Elementary, Sulphur Springs Elementary, Shaw Elementary, and now Lewis Elementary. Through each one of these experiences, I have learned from the faculty there, from the administration, I've honed my skills, and it's been through a team effort. But I've also had, through all these experiences, the support of my loving and patient husband, Tom. He completes me. I'm a better person because of him, really. You all don't know how good of a person I really am because he's around. He makes sure. We have all, unfortunately, heard the expression, those who can't teach. Well, how far from reality is that statement? Want to talk about some false news, fake news, whatever? I say, those who want to make a difference, those who want to shape the future, those who want the best for children, these are the people who teach. These are the people who work in the schools. Yes. Yes. Don't get me wrong. You see, every one of us in this room, I could have been a doctor. I could have chosen that profession. My family's in the medical profession, pharmacy, nursing. I thought I was going to be a pediatric nurse. I knew I wanted to work with kids. Okay, I'm just pediatric nurse. I could have been a lawyer. I love to argue. Oh, no, I mean discuss. Okay? Engineer. We could have done it, folks. Any one of us out here, we could have chosen any career. But no, instead, we decided to enter the field of education because we are on the front lines. We create life-changing opportunities for our students daily. Yes. With each student who walks through our classrooms, we presume competence. We do not judge a book by its cover. It does not matter what neighborhood you come in from. It does not matter what different ability you may have. My students, your students, will learn the skills that they need so that they can choose whatever career they will seek in the future. That is why we are here tonight. We are celebrating all of us, those of us who stimulate the mind. So to paraphrase Khalil Gibran, we are the bows from which our children, like arrows, are sent forth. Thank you again for this honor. I will do my best to represent all of you throughout this year and at the state level. Thank you all very much.
Okay, what a terrific night. Want to thank all of you for coming. Want to thank all of our sponsors. And I want to invite our winners back out to the stage for one more round of applause, if you could. come on back out. Give it up for our excellence in education. We want to thank all of the sponsors for making tonight happen. Suncoast Credit Union, Scott, McDonald's, and all of our other sponsors. We want to thank the Hillsborough Education Foundation, Hillsborough Public School District, and all the volunteers who helped make tonight possible. And I want to remind you, the night's not over. The after party's on the patio, great desserts, cash bar, the Jazz Cellar Band. Let's go out and celebrate excellence in education. Thank you for coming. Have a great night. We'll see you on the patio, and that's all I'm saying.